Hello, howdy, and hi, Lego enthusiasts. Today we have some more Reckless Ben. I'm a little bit behind. Just started reacting channel, so we're a little bit behind trying to catch up. I've been watching a lot of this stuff, just a lot of the other things. I think CoffeeZilla put out a great video about that. Maybe they'll be the next one. Today, I think this is mainly about like how the police have been doing some naughty stuff. I think is a kind of a general thing. Before I even go further, Reckless Ben's channel down below, and the video for this down below. Don't forget to give them a like and subscribe if you haven't watched it. Here it is. If you don't like me yapping, then why are you here? Everything I say is alleged and allegations and allegedly allegated opinions and etc. Nothing here is true or factual or anything like that. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just yapping in the internet. If you think anything I say is true, that's on you, not me. And that's legal advice. You're dumb. You're the dumb one. It's a synopsis of what I think like kind of the overall thing is, TLDR, if you will. So I think, I mean, this is just like, we don't know the full truth yet, technically. Like we're still kind of figuring out. What I think happened is the Menzel, obviously consignment with previous owner Crystal, her business was failing, and the franchise took over it. She, if I had to guess, owed him money, which I think that she still owes him to pay him out for any of the consignment that's already done. A lot of people say like, no, the franchise should pay it out. I think no, it's like she's the one who had the deal with him, and that she should pay out anything that she owes to him. That's their deal. Anything now at their transition point of when the store is taken over, there's like, we're just unsure exactly how many Lego pieces were there, something like that. I think CoffeeZilla's video is like $10,000 to $20,000 worth. Oh, mind you, like the full amount wasn't 200,000. It's realistically his Lego set was, or the sets were worth around 100,000. I think 80 to 100, something like that. And a lot of it had already sold. I think from Coffee's, yeah, like it was like 10 to 20,000 was left in the store. Still unsure about where those went, who has them, were they sold by the new owners, the new franchise owners, etc. Don't know that. A lot, obviously, like it's hard to say like exactly what was cut out from like what was said from Ben's video, because I know he's cut things out to make it like flow better, etc. To me, what happened is that Menzel then requested his money and or Legos, all that had not already been sold and paid out. They're like, no, because she get the money from her. And then I don't know if like at that time they were like, yeah, you could take the rest of the Legos and sign a release that we don't have any more of your Legos, right? Which makes sense. Did he like refuse that? Was it even said? Did they just say we have nothing, they're ours? Don't know. There's just so many questions about like, you know, that part of it, because I don't think the franchise should take responsibility for like anything that wasn't paid out that was already sold. That was totally, I think, on her. And that's unfortunate, but that's just kind of the way it is. And the main reason why, like, to flesh out the idea of like why I don't think the franchise should have to pay the consignment, because it's like, I think it'd be too easy to abuse if they're like solely responsible for the franchisees' dealings like that. I mean, she's already, like, the business I think was $150,000 to $200,000 in debt. Mind you, I don't know the exact numbers, but like it was bad. They took it over before she could accrue more debt. And I don't know, it's like, it's like, should they be responsible for the debt that she took on that was bad? Unless it's like they have to, I don't think they should. Like they're already taking over the store and stuff like that. Didn't make sense like that they would, except for the internet people who are like, no, it's the right thing, which, you know, it would be nice, but it's the business and you don't make money in a business just giving it away. But today's video, that messed up, I guess, like explanation of like, I guess where we are right now. This is, I think, gonna show a little bit more, cause like, I think there's a lot of bad actors. I think people doing bad things all around, and they're gonna I think they're gonna show like exactly like some of the naughty stuff the police are doing. Reminder, police are people and people suck. That's just the way it is. So it's like, it's not just because they're police. I know there's a lot of egg cut people out there, but that's silly. Once again, 1.25 speed. Watch the original video down in the description down below. Everything is allegedly alleged opinions, alleged everything. This is not financial advice, but this is sexy advice. And here we go. Oh, great. I pushed the wrong button.
Step outside, everybody. Don't move. This is the story of how I got swatted because of Legos. The whole thing started with me investigating a Lego company called Bricks and Minifigs. The company sent 2 guys to steal the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection worth around $200,000.
Yeah, we know a lot of this stuff right here.
The police are helping them get away with it.
See, I don't know if that's necessarily true.
To get them their life savings back. The video I made exposing them was actually insane. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But we ended up taking them to court and we actually won.
That's not true. They haven't won yet. Technically, it was just he could have filed for default judgment. Once again, he needs to, someone said this before, he needs a lawyer to help him with every one of his videos because some of these things is just not true. Even his best intentions, but his best intentions doesn't like forego doing bad things. So
when I went back to the store to
collect it opens up liability. Why are you in your underwear in public?
They literally shut down the entire store just to avoid paying us. Dang it. So I personally gave.
No, I think it was because like constantly going there like this. Showing up in your underwear. I mean, technically he's already trespassed from the place.
Them an official closing ceremony, and it went extremely viral. And now the entire world has seen how corrupt this Bricks and Minifigs company is.
See, once again, he's just opening himself to like liability. Like we sued and they lost. Not true, technically.
But I mean, we shut down an entire business.
We still gotta get the Legos back. Yeah, I made a promise to this family that I was not gonna stop on my journey until we get them their entire Lego collection back. Right now, the 2 owners, Joshua Johnson and Brandon Best, probably think that they're safe by closing down the store. But the reality is, I can literally just sue them all over again, but personally this time. So I started to file my lawsuit.
Okay.
Right after I filed this court case, it got rejected.
Ooh, why?
And the reason was I failed to demonstrate a good faith effort to resolve the dispute prior to filing.
Basically, before this court case gets approved, I have to at least attempt to settle with Josh outside of court first.
I tried calling Josh, but I'm blocked.
Makes sense, yeah.
Oh, man. So my only option left is to travel to his house to have this conversation in person.
Basically, if Josh wants to save the day, I got him a trophy that says, Joshua Johnson saved the day. And we'll give him this trophy, but he has to give the Legos back first.
So we started driving to Josh's house to have this good faith conversation the court requires us to have.
We're in Josh's neighborhood. Oh my gosh.
But when we showed up, Josh was already outside talking on the phone to someone.
Oh my gosh, okay, Josh is outside on the phone.
It's crazy.
Wait, do I interrupt his phone call or do we just like wait?
Interrupt his phone call?
No, probably not.
I thought it would be pretty rude to interrupt his phone call, so we parked around the corner and decided to wait for him to get off this call.
And creepily film him from a distance.
Like how we just have this conversation outside.
Right. He doesn't want to get his wife.
Like honestly, at this point, I mean, obviously he's been like trespassed from the place. Who's he waving? He's waving to someone. He's waving to his like wife or kids. Honestly, at this point, it'd probably be the best to interrupt him. We'll see what happens. Because at least this, like, maybe he'd be able to resolve some things.
And the reason I think that is we were actually just there right before this.
Okay, pulling up to Bricks and Minifigs headquarters.
The plan was to give them one more chance to do the right thing before suing them again. While we were there, one of the corporate employees answered the door and told us he would get the CEO to come talk to us.
Okay. Well, no, they said they're getting some guys to talk to us. We're just waiting. Really, but they told us that they.
He was already trespassed from the building. He shouldn't have shown back up. Once again, you gotta be. You can't like. He should have gone in like. He needs a lawyer to help prep him for things. Because like you've already trespassed. And is this criminal trespass? I don't know. And once again, regardless if you're on his side or not, it's like, don't be a nuisance. Like if you're in the like, you're correct, but don't be a nuisance.
Since Josh only lives like 15 minutes away, they must have informed him that we're in the area. Because a few minutes later, this happened.
The police just showed up. What the heck?
Oh.
Why are the police at his house?
Oh, there's another one, dude. 2 cop cars.
The police at his house because he's being stalked by you.
We didn't even walk up to his house yet. The cops are following us. What the heck? That's so crazy, dude. Obey every traffic law.
Oh, it's a pretty area though.
Oh shoot.
See that mountain in the background? Oh, right. This is the stop sign.
Yeah, you definitely stopped. You said he ran a stop sign?
Does he like cut this in?
You said he ran a stop sign?
I didn't see what happened.
Yeah, I was like,
because we definitely stopped at the stop sign. Yeah.
I was so sure that we stopped at the stop sign
Let's
that I
take a
actually
look.
requested all the police footage of this. And as you can see, we didn't even do a rolling
So this is the big stop sign thing.
stop. We fully stopped at the stop sign. So this is an illegal traffic
Okay.
stop.
Let's see it again. from a, like, technically, I think technically it wasn't a full stop because you have to like stop. Usually the car walks back, whatever. It's not like a rolling stop sign, a rolling stop, per se. Like like, you know, you barely even stop.
As you can see, we didn't even do a rolling stop. We fully stopped at the stop sign. So this is an illegal traffic stop.
Like for everyday purposes, yeah, like that's a stop. But I think if you like kind of watch it, it's like didn't like do the rock back way I guess they look for. It's like hanging something off your rearview mirror. It's technically like obstruction of your view, and they can pull you over for that. Even though it's kind of like BS. Let me look at it one more time.
Rolling stop. We fully stopped at the stop sign. So
no,
this is an
like,
illegal traffic stop.
Like it's just technically, like I think if you look at it and you had like a forensics guy like pick it apart, you probably would say like technically.
Me? Ben? How's Utah?
It's good.
Like it?
Okay, it's pretty obvious that the police know why we're here. So I just explained to them the entire situation.
Although this is a different issue of police misconduct, is that I believe you can't, as a police officer, like follow people around and wait for them to mess up. I mean, like maybe if they're doing an investigation or something like that, and like, but you can't follow people and wait for them to like do things. So that could be a completely different issue. The stop sign may be technically legal, but them, if they were following them in order to wait for them to mess up to pull them over, that's a different issue for the police department. But once again, that's what I've heard.
Entire life collecting the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection set.
And this is all allegations.
It's a
and
crazy
not
story,
real and
and
opinions.
the police officer did not believe me.
$200,000.
$200,000.
200,000.
Sounds crazy.
Yeah. When the officer went back to his car, this is the message that he radioed in.
Can you get the contact for Reckless Ben? Said he didn't have his ID, but you just straight lying to me about everything else. So
Since the cops don't believe my story, they trespassed me from the property.
Everybody today is being trespassed from that property.
Okay.
Yeah, we were forced to go home without having this good faith conversation the court requires us to have.
Yeah,
I don't know.
dude. Like we didn't even like get.
It's like a pre-trespass, but like I don't think if you're officially on the property, then can they get your ID and stuff like that? Or I guess if you just give it up, it's one thing. But because like, you know, if someone asks you to leave, like you're trespassed from the property, there's no crime to investigate. If you leave and you don't return, stuff like that.
You can talk to him and we're gonna trespass.
So dude,
The one thing I didn't understand was how the heck did they know we were coming? I was hiding in the back seat the entire time, and the car's windows were extremely tinted.
These windows are so tinted, you can't see anything.
But as I was outside inspecting our car
tinted.
tint,
It's actually another
the same
crime.
police showed up to our house.
Now we're gonna pull over again.
It was weird. He wouldn't tell us why he was here.
Like I said, we've already talked about
Yeah, well thanks for being so cool about everything.
Yeah.
They're like after us, dude.
Anyways, since Josh clearly doesn't want to have this good faith conversation with me, I took his trophy and destroyed it.
Well, guys,
Jesus.
let's throw it off that thing.
I mean, this is fine. At least it's not trespassing, right?
Just like in the previous video, I tried to give Josh the benefit of the doubt, the easy way. But again, Josh does not want to do the easy way. The only option left is to go the hard way.
Yeah.
Before going the hard way,
Lost
I actually
Boys.
remembered that there's another owner of the store named Brandon Best. Brandon is the guy in the security camera footage that illegally kicked the first owner out of the store so he could steal all their Legos.
You should say allegedly. This is where I think he needs a lawyer, because it's like,
I tried calling him, but I am also blocked.
I'm sorry.
The only option left is to show up to his house.
oh, Jesus.
Hello. Hey, how's it going?
It's like, you know, here's a big thing. YouTubers like would always tell you never show up at someone's house because it's like very scary and rude and things like that, because we don't know who you are and stuff like that, and we don't know your intentions and all that kind of stuff, even if you have the best intentions. Going up to his house, it's like what you tell your audience to not do.
Hello? Hey, well, I was wondering if you'd be down to pay us for the lawsuit that we won.
You didn't win the lawsuit. You had to file for summary judgment, and I believe technically they sued the wrong LLC, so it's dismissed. And this is what, if he has the moral high ground, but this is what, so if you were a stalker and you did all this stuff, you'd be in jail, right? It's like, this is just like, don't do this, don't do that. Just because you're morally correct doesn't mean you can harass people. And now we're we just standing here
It
waiting?
seems like Brandon doesn't
He
want to
should
have
have-
this
though,
good faith
Brandon Best should
conversation
have-
to resolve this problem
have told
outside
him
of
to leave
court.
the
And I
property.
gave him plenty of time to speak.
He should.
I
That's,
guess if you don't want to talk, I'll just talk. So you guys told us to take you to court. We went to court and we won. We know you closed down the store to avoid paying us, so we could just sue you guys personally and do the whole thing again. We would obviously win again, but
Then the police showed up.
Why is he there with a
and
basket?
Again, for some reason, they are really trying to protect these criminals.
He didn't steal anything. He inherited the store from somebody
No,
else.
he stole $200,000 worth of.
it was $200,000.
Been spending the last 3 months in the case, and I won in court.
He inherited the store.
Uh-huh.
He's being blamed for everything that the previous owner did.
That's partially true.
Well, that's a
potentially.
lie. So we.
Okay, hold on. I'm still
Okay,
talking.
I'm sorry.
He's still trying to clean up the mess from the previous owner, and now he's catching blame for it.
Uh-huh.
And he's just trying to clean up the mess from the previous owner.
No, him saying that it's the previous owner, that's a lie, and we already proved this in court.
He didn't prove it in court. That he didn't go to court. Technically, I don't think he teamed.
Come back and step foot on this property, you're gonna go to jail.
The police gave me a formal trespass notice, which I took a picture of it and sent it to the court as proof I tried to have this good faith conversation, but Brandon didn't want to have it with me. And turns out this was good enough. My court case with Brandon Best got accepted.
All right, assuming it was
My
with the
court
right
case with
person.
Josh is still going to be rejected until I find a way to have this good faith conversation with him. So I decided to see if I could find Josh online, to see if I could look up any more information about him.
Yeah, they all look the same.
There's so many. There's so many of the same people. There he is.
Tax liabilities and minimize their exposure to lawsuits. That's hella ironic. Are you kidding me, dude? That's what he's known for, is reducing people's exposure to
I hate
lawsuits.
that backsplash.
After some more research, we found out that both Josh and Brandon are super hardcore Mormon, which was actually extremely surprising to me because if Josh
So like, and this is I think because his channel's like a lot of it's geared to like cults and stuff like that. This is where I think his mind is like they're a cult, which who knows?
and Brandon
But
are
it's
truly
very odd.
Mormons, they believe that stealing is wrong, and if they steal, they're going to go to hell. I guess in Mormonism they call it the outer darkness. But still, Brandon and Josh
Darkness.
probably
So weird.
actually believe that this is going to be eternity for them. I mean, Josh even swore to me on his Mormon God in the last video that he would give us the Legos back.
I promise you, I swear to God. I promise you on everything.
But maybe I can use this to my advantage. My
That
problem
part
right
was
now
weird.
seems to be that Josh is never going to listen to anything I ever tell him. But if someone from his church heard this audio, maybe he would listen to them. So after finding exactly what church these guys go to, we went to it and showed one of the Mormons there this audio clip. And the Mormon thought that the best thing to do was to have a talk with Josh to save him from going to this outer darkness.
Okay, good luck. And I guess me and Tyler are staying back because we're already trespassed. So
Yeah, we ended up just driving home. But on our way back, this happened.
What? Pull over again? For what?
It's such a weird thing to like.
How's it going? I'm Officer Austin, American Force Police Department. How you doing? Good. How are you? Good. What's your name? Are you Ben?
Here. Did he like?
Now. Down here.
At this point, we realized what's going on. Yesterday, I told Brandon that our plan is to now sue them personally.
we could just sue you guys personally and do the whole thing again. We would obviously win again.
It seems like they're getting so desperate that they're going to resort back to the same
See, and like I forgot how it works when it comes like I'm gonna sue you. That could be constituted as a threat. I don't know if it would fit here or something like that, but
strategy they used in the last video.
You know what's really funny is after you left, I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested? How do we
Dang.
get them arrested?
Yeah, Josh and Brandon think that if they can somehow get us arrested and thrown in jail, then we won't be able to sue them. I don't know what they told the police we did this
I don't
time,
know why you
but
think that they
it caught
think
us
that.
too late. The Mormon kid was already on his way to Josh's house to
But because like I mean, from their perspective, they're like this guy is just constantly harassing us, which he may be. They may have like taken the Legos. Like at this point, it's kind of like iffy. So I think CoffeeZilla did the video, and it's like $10,000 to $20,000 left, etc. But like you're still harassing them. Harass legally, not illegally. That's the better option rather than all this.
save him from this outer darkness and bring him back to God.
How's it going, sir? You gonna sit down here for me first? What brings you here?
I'm just here trying to talk to Brother Johnson.
Okay.
I'm in the outer second ward. There's been an audio going around with the young group.
Okay. What's the audio that you wanted to play?
Here's the audio.
I'm not going to screw you. You have my word. That's not who I am.
I do wonder if this guy's actually Mormon, because it's weird if he wasn't, right? If he just like, I don't know, like, because it's how do you get like, come on, this is a great idea. I don't know, it's just such a weird thing.
Who's that?
So
I guess
that's him.
No, I know that. I can tell that from the voice, but
I was just gonna ask him like is he willing
Okay, here we
to
go.
give up everything like he said, because he swore on everything, he swore on God? This might be a crazy ask, but could you take a selfie with me?
But anyways, back to us. The police apparently got a call that we had heroin on us.
This officer is going to conduct a search of your person because they are using substances in vehicle. Really? So he's going to do that. I'm going to put this away, and then we'll be right back.
See, this is like, well, okay, you know, obviously police can always ask, and if you refuse, then it's a different issue. I don't know like where this is coming from.
Oh, okay. Don't reach in your pocket. Okay?
Yeah, keep your hands out of your pocket.
The vehicle will be searched. Okay. I'm going to have you
Why?
supervise my sergeant.
Like, why is like if someone like the oh they must have like drugs or something like that, like that seems it. Obviously, I don't know if it's actually ever shown like who made the complaint.
After 2 hours of searching the car, obviously they found no drugs.
Like who made the original complaint, and if it was one of the BB or JJ, that false report, that's not good on them. And they should be held responsible for making a false report, because like how would they know if they have anything if that's what they
to the
did?
police that we didn't have drugs, and the reality of the situation is that Bricks and Minifigs is so desperate at this point that they're willing to do anything to get us arrested so they don't have to pay for the property they stole. And the police was arguing back with just some of the worst comebacks I've ever heard, which is why I think the police actually redacted this audio in this clip, because if they kept the audio in, then the world would get to see how stupid the American Fork Police Department is. But anyways, even though we were passing every single drug test they gave us, they were still not going to let us go until we told them where the drugs were.
Your eyes, for example, right? There's a constriction, which is dilated, and then
Do you notice it?
So I haven't been looking at this. I'll show. Look, go ahead, look at him.
I don't like this. This is pretty dirty. Like show me the person, I'll show you the crime kind of stuff. Like, oh, we're gonna like, oh, he's got to have he must have something in him. This is a bad look on police. This is where like, I don't know if they technically can, all this is legal. Like, I don't know what they even, like the initial like probable cause was. Someone said that they had drugs on them. But like, what's the validity of the person who said that? And then it's like, if that's the case, then can you just start saying that people have drugs on them to have like them harassed like this? Not a good look.
So it's crazy. I have no idea, because I've never done any drugs in my life. I don't do drugs. I don't do alcohol. I've never done any of that in my life. I'm willing to do any drug tests. Like, I'm very cooperative. I don't understand what you're seeing in my eyes.
I'm gonna have a discussion with this officer.
And then the police department illegally redacted this conversation too. My guess is that they acknowledge
I don't know
that
if
it's very obvious we don't have drugs on
it was
us,
released
but
or not.
they were going to try and pressure us into giving some type
I
of
think
false
they muted
confession
it.
anyways.
I'm not sure if you're lying to me or not, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm willing to take any drug test you want.
I'm walking a very dangerous line, which can get you into a lot of time.
Yeah.
And you could end up in jail in Utah when you're from Cali.
Okay.
Not worth it, right?
Yeah.
We play differently here.
See, I don't know if like,
I'm willing to cooperate with you guys and do anything you want me to.
I don't know if the police are like, well, one, I think they're a little overboard. I don't know if they're like doing that because it's a small police department and these guys have been like constantly trespassed and freezed out of town. So maybe they're like, okay, we need to come down hard on these guys, but like, if you're gonna come down hard on people, you need to do it like legally. Obviously, you don't want to violate anybody's rights, because then it becomes a different issue for you if you get sued by them for violating. So I don't, and also like they're aware. I mean, I'm sure they're aware of them, and who knows if they're like trying to protect. Obviously, they're gonna protect businesses over some guy from California, but like, are they really out to get them? I mean, obviously they're here, right? This right here doesn't look good, but like, how involved are they together? Like, how in bed are they?
I'm not hiding anything. I can promise you that. I promise.
We weren't giving the police a false confession
Who's
like
that
they
guy?
wanted.
Is he from this area?
Eventually, I guess they just got tired and let us go.
We'll let you guys go now, but you're walking a thin line. Just be mindful of that.
I think maybe they're just trying to scare them and stuff like that.
I've everything I've been through to the court, that I've tried to have this good faith conversation with Josh. He just doesn't want to have it with me. And because of everything I went through, my court case finally got approved. And attached to this email are court papers to serve Josh. The only problem is Josh is not going to open this door for anyone. He wouldn't even talk to another Mormon. Instead, he just called the police on him. In order to get Josh to come outside,
being harassed by
I'm
them,
really going to get creative. So I made this poster that says, "I stole a dying man's life savings," and printed it out. Now I'm placing this poster in a public space right across the street from Josh's house. Yeah, it turns out this tiny patch of land is actually free for any person of the public to use. And since we have the freedom of speech, I'm breaking no laws by doing this. So when Josh walks outside and takes down this sign,
always like a weird line about like where freedom of speech and stuff like that comes, because I think the city has control over like signs and permits and things like that. Even though like technically it's freedom of speech, maybe it's not freedom of speech if you just leave it. If you were to stay there, maybe he could hold it. But like putting it on the ground, something like that, it's not free to put that in. That's the like what parkway. That technically is still the owner's property. Whoever owns that land, even though they have to own it and maintain it, even though they can't really build on it and things like that. But possibly, I don't know. It was on the side of the house. I mean, you'd have to look at the plat and stuff like that.
I have a process server to serve him his court.
Right. The process server is like someone he just met. Technically, I think it was like, if people looked into it, it's like technically at the state level, yes. But the local municipality may have different rules on like what a process server is and may not be one. And also like him being there is like not good for when it comes to like serving papers. Like it's something, it's like, I get he wants to make content, but he probably shouldn't have been there.
Papers. But almost immediately, my sign got blocked.
Oh no, he's blocking our sign.
Oh.
What are you guys doing here?
So we are in a court case with them. And we have to serve them legal papers.
So I explained to the cops the entire situation.
I'm not going on his property.
Right, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
The police realized that we're not breaking any laws, and they've been called here for a false reason, so they decided to leave.
Awesome, thank you.
See, and this is like where we'll get to it, but because technically the police
Now
can
it's time to serve Josh these court papers. And then we got the police calling us again.
Hello.
Yeah,
This man stole basically his family's life savings, so we're just here to serve him his court papers.
Again, I explained to this police officer the entire situation.
I wish we could just send him an email or a phone call, but yeah, the court requires us to come in person for some reason, so.
Again, the cops realized that we are doing nothing illegal and decided to leave. Now it's time to serve Josh his court papers. But
see, this is the good thing that he's doing. Like, he's like, okay, well, I mean, I would pull it a little bit closer because like you may be like more than 12 inches, or I don't know what the laws would be and stuff like that on this. But yes, do legal things legally.
It's again.
It's good. Because that way you can be all on the right side of everything.
Hello.
Yep, can I see those papers?
Yeah.
This is what you're trying to serve him with?
Yes. That's required by.
See, and this is where the cops, like, because I don't know how much they know. Maybe they're told, I don't know, whatever. But like they can also serve papers, and they should have just served them. They should have just served them, and then just like, all right, there you go.
That we are not breaking the law. They've been called out here for a false reason. This guy told me that he could even just serve the papers for me.
You okay if I give these papers to him?
Yeah, it would just be, that would just end it. So just like, there you go, and then move on, and then he leaves.
Sadly, we can't see the police officer serve Josh because the police department redacted all of it.
Although I
but
think
the only thing that really matters is that
the
Josh
actual
is getting
footage.
served.
He does not want the paper. So
Does not want the papers?
Here's that back for you. Okay.
Like, see, and this is where do the police know? Some bots, a bad name for like, he's just a bot. Do the police know? And because they should know, I guess, that they can serve the papers, and he should have just served the paper, just like, there you go, and then they leave. And if he stays, then that's like, he's definitely like harassing or whatever.
Yeah, the police told me that they can't serve the papers for me because I'm lying to them, and these aren't even real court papers.
I'm not sure what this is. I've never seen something like that. To be honest with you.
These are court papers.
Okay. It doesn't have a judge's name or anything like that.
Because
it hasn't gotten to the judge.
This is where like
serving him, and then we'll go to the court, and then the judge will be.
They may be buddies and like just get. I don't know. Just serve the papers. Move on.
Because he wants us arrested, so we just have to go to court.
It doesn't look good when you've been trespassed.
Yeah.
Trying to serve papers.
Well, I think it looks exactly how we're supposed to do it legally. This is the legal way to do it.
Well, we have 2 or 3 incidents.
Yeah. Well, first, so they're incidents because he's lying to you guys. He's making them incidents. We came to do a good faith conversation, which is required by the courts before you can get a court case approved. So we did that. He called the cops on us. He lied to you guys saying that we had heroin on us, and we did a 3-hour search of the car yesterday.
Do we know that though?
No heroin in the car. He's gonna make up any lie.
So like, I mean, that's what it probably happened, I guess. But that's like, do we know that he said that? Because that's like, it could be a false accusation at that point, right? You can't. You have to be careful what you say.
We are doing things.
If the police just served the papers, it'd be so much easier.
The reason he's hiding in his house is because he's the criminal. If something doesn't look good, it doesn't look good for him, not for us.
Go the legal process.
Which is
Find
what
an
we're
actual
doing.
process server.
She is an actual process server.
And what is your guys' relationship?
I just met her today.
Well, maybe just have someone not affiliated with you.
That's her. Yeah, we have no relationship. That's why she's here. Yeah, that's why she's here. We have no relationship, and that is who she is.
Who is she to like him? That's the question I have. It's like, was he like someone he knows from, or a subscriber? Like, hey, put a call out. I need someone to like borrow someone's car. Is it Uber or like what's the deal? She may technically be a process server.
To remain unbiased, and if they were going to take a side, they definitely shouldn't take the side of the criminal. But I guess I was wrong.
I mean,
However, I'm not
they
doing
want
anything
peace,
illegal.
I guess.
I'm literally just following the instructions of the court, so the police can't stop me.
Okay, see ya.
They should have just served the papers and been done with it.
Now that the police are finally leaving, it's time to game plan how to serve Josh. But then, you guessed it, we got the police called on us again.
Oh, sure. The paper? The serving paper?
Yeah.
Here you go.
I think the video, like, well, I don't know if they show it or not, but they do verify it's a case, I guess.
What the heck?
Thank you for holding. How can I help you?
Yeah, here it is. Okay.
I'll speak with someone to verify if a case is, just verify if the case is real.
Yeah, looks like a real small claims case in our court.
Okay, thank you for your help.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah, it's a real case. They just serve the papers. What's the worst that's gonna happen?
Couldn't handle the fact that I was right and they were wrong.
Just serve it. This is where they like they're all this discussion stuff. Like, all right, let's serve it. Let's give it to the guy. Give it to the guy, and then if he sticks around, then you can do something to whatever.
Am I being arrested? Really?
This is. I mean, what probable cause do you have?
Ben got arrested. Like, they didn't say anything when they were putting him in handcuffs. They just said, you're being arrested.
And for someone that he doesn't know, she's relaying it to all the people, I guess. Kind of calls in question, like, the validity of, like, how much does she know this guy?
I was confused on what I was being arrested
Once again,
for.
like, there are processors that he could have hired, something like that. Obviously, he wants footage like that, but it blurs a line that a lawyer probably would have helped him out, like prevent him to.
Same police officers that arrested
to
me
get in trouble.
gave me permission.
Although I don't know what
exactly
probable
I was
cause they
doing.
have.
You can film from the sidewalk wherever it's public, right? But you can't go on that property. If you do, you'll be charged, okay?
Okay, yeah, for sure.
I got arrested for just doing what the police told me to do. What's even more confusing is the police are supposed to be the good guys. Why are they arresting an innocent person?
Police
to
are
protect
people
an
and people
evil
suck.
criminal? Well, back when I was still waiting in the car to serve Josh, I got a phone call. And this call was from Brian, the collector's son who got all their stuff stolen. And he has a theory of what might be going on here.
Yeah, the cops down there are definitely all in with the Mormon community, and being the bricks and minifigs is part of that and worth millions. I would not doubt that they have donated hefty sums to the Mormon church, of which all the cops are probably a part of.
Yeah,
I mean,
Best,
it's
Joshua Johnson,
small, like a
the
business
CEO,
in the area. You want to
super
protect
Mormon.
them
Like the CEO
over
even went to
some
the
random guy.
Mormon University. And when I looked at all the police officers,
Although
who
you
were
shouldn't do
treating them
anything
fairly,
illegal.
they were all Mormon too.
And they take care of their own, man. They are like a huge clan that takes care of each other.
And instead of trying to get rid of the few bad people who are making Mormonism look bad, they're for some reason choosing to protect these criminals. But eventually, I got released from jail.
How did he go to jail?
And this is when it really hit me that the justice system has decided to protect these criminals. So now there's really only one way I can think
what was the
of to give
cause?
this family the money back that got stolen from them, which
Like,
is a GoFundMe.
See, I don't know, like the over under and like when you get arrested by the police, if they would have to have probable cause to arrest you because it's what would it be? The fourth violation? Like that's why you can't just like arrest people like
It is a pretty anticlimactic ending, but at least I'm confident that I'm not going to get in trouble for this. Now that our GoFundMe is live, it's time to promote it, to start getting donations. We printed out the GoFundMe's picture to hang it up so we could get a nice Instagram video to post to social media. But before the group could even hang the picture up, the police came.
What you guys up to?
We're starting to GoFundMe.
Whose property?
What we're doing is we're going to get a bunch of publicity.
So like that's like whose property is he hanging it on? Is it the Airbnb's? Did you get permission from the owner? So like once again, you want to be on the right side. Oh, we got permission from the owner to hang this there. Although I don't know about the local laws about signs and stuff like that.
Basically all this money back for this family. Yeah. You know, we're not going to do the lawsuit anymore. We're just going to do this GoFundMe. We've already got it started.
It can run into some defamation.
Wait, is that the process server? Like once again, it's like I think it's the process server. The process server hanging up the sign about it. Seems a little related to Ben, not like, you know, in any like one-on-one, like, you know, just more related than not at this point compared to like a person who's not related, because I think that's what a process server would have to be not like related to the case at all.
Got it started.
It can run into some defamation stuff.
Again, the police were thinking of any technicality they could think of to protect their Mormon
Could random
friends.
defamation, but that's like
See if it's that.
if it's defamation, I don't think the police would be involved necessarily.
If it's not, we're going to look at disorderly. If it's not disorderly, then we're going to look at the city ordinance.
After going through every law they could think of, it turns out that hanging this sign on a fence and then taking a picture of it for Instagram is not illegal. In fact, what the group is doing is actually protected under the First Amendment.
Yes, but whose fence did you get permission? In the local ordinance, maybe for signs. Even though it's technically speech, holding it up would be fine potentially, because how you could stop that?
Freedom of speech. So one of the police officers let the group know that they were okay to keep doing this.
Right now, I don't think he has freedom.
But this other police officer wasn't able to accept this reality.
We're gonna take it down.
And then for the rest of this footage, the police redacted all of the audio. So I
yeah,
called the police
like
station
taking
to
it
find out
down,
why.
so like that's a little weird.
Are done pursuant to the Utah State Code. We don't redact things just because we feel like it, or just because something looks funny. Everything is redacted pursuant to Utah State Code. And other than that, I can't really delve into any more detail.
But the police made a mistake. They accidentally forgot to mute this police officer's audio. So when you sync the two clips together, I can actually hear what they're saying here.
He sees it or give that? Is it an infringement of crime? Is it disorderly conduct? Why? Is he upset about it? I mean, I guess, but that's not.
Yeah, this police officer is right. Just because this might make Josh upset does not make this poster illegal. So I decided to let the police department know that some of the redactions they made aren't exactly what they're claiming they are.
I think you guys might have accidentally forgot to redact another clip as well. Like, why didn't they? Time, and when I synced the two clips together, I was able to see what they were saying, like what the redaction was, and he was talking about how what we're doing actually isn't illegal,
whoever
and how the police officer might be wrong.
Job could be
and
lost.
so,
like for what?
It wasn't about protecting a victim. It wasn't any personal information, and so. I was wondering, it seems like there might be a lot of stuff like that got redacted, maybe to protect the police officers, not to protect the victims, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so,
yeah, we don't do that. So like I said, anything that's redacted is pursuant to Utah State Code.
I can tell because when I sync the two clips together, I'm actually able to see that that's what the redaction was.
Okay, well, that didn't happen.
That definitely didn't happen?
No, I don't do that, Ben. I follow the Utah State Code.
If it was her, I mean, she could lose their job, I guess. I don't know what the state law is.
It seems like the police department redacted this entire conversation because right here the police are actually admitting to themselves that none of this is illegal, but they're still going to try to arrest us anyways. It seems like the only reason.
Wait, I mean, it's possible like they don't have to release if it's not involving. I don't know.
They're getting rid of this audio is to protect the police officers from getting fired. I don't know what the police officers are saying in this next clip, but I'm pretty sure they're scheming up a way to get the group arrested because this is what happens next.
Yeah, I don't know, like how legal this is. I guess like let's try to find a way to like arrest them. I guess. Probably not.
I'm thinking, correct me if I'm wrong. We're gonna seize your phone right now.
Ooh, why are we seizing a phone? That's weird.
Do not do that. You understand me? Right now, you're attempting to destroy evidence. Okay, put your hands behind your back.
I was just locking my phone.
Okay, I'm gonna switch over to the police officer's body cam POV so we can dissect what just happened. First, the police officer asks if he can confiscate Sheldon's phone, so Sheldon says,
no, he didn't ask, he tells. Like, we're gonna seize it now, but for why?
Okay, and reaches in his pocket to give it to him. But at this point, Sheldon sees that his phone is unlocked. And at this moment, he decided that before giving it to the police officer, he was going to lock his phone, which is totally legal. There's no search warrant, so Sheldon is legally allowed to lock his phone. But as the police officer saw Sheldon's thumb moving towards that lock button, he snatched it out of his hands. And now the police officer's claiming that because he tried to lock his phone, he's destroying evidence.
Silent.
See, I don't know why he would say it's destroying evidence. Look, that's stupid. Like, I mean, just destroying the ability to like search it without.
Yeah, I was giving it to you. I was giving it to you.
Okay.
It's on my money. Look, it's on my wallet. I was turning it off.
Right now, this phone is being seized as part of this investigation, and you're being.
What investigation?
You're being arrested. Okay, let's put him in the back of the car.
And again, the police decided to break the law, arrest Sheldon, all to protect an evil criminal.
Well, I don't know if well, maybe, but like this is bad. Like this is opening up them to liability at this point. Like, I mean, oh, you're destroying evidence? Like, no, I don't know what evidence you can destroy on your phone by like that quickly. That's. And it's like goes through the phone too. It's like that's a fourth violation, right?
Name's Detective Nikosha. I work at the police department.
I did willingly hand over my phone, but when I handed him my phone, my wallet popped up. So I said, hold up, let me hit my power button. And I have a report as well. That's all I went and did. That's not obstruction of evidence. And then I let him have the phone. I wasn't trying to delete anything. In fact, it is actually impossible to delete something from an iPhone from a locked screen by hitting the power button. So in no context could I have been trying to erase something by hitting one button on my phone. Now I'm sure you have the phone as well. When you hit the power button, that doesn't delete anything, does it? Yes, that's all I did.
Okay,
I don't know
so-
how that's obstruction of evidence, but that is what it is.
Now that Sheldon is in jail just for promoting our
Is that the process server that he's not supposed to be related to? Assuming.
GoFundMe, we started doubting if we'll ever even be able to get Brian his money back for his dad's Lego collection. It's crazy that out of all the powerful organizations I've gone up against, the one company I'm not able to beat is a Lego company. I literally couldn't have imagined a worse ending for this video, but I had no clue that it was about to get way worse.
All right, this one. Well, is it swatting? It wouldn't be not swatting. Maybe it says well, they got a search warrant, but like, how did they obtain it? Did they do a good job?
Search warrant. Stand up.
Yeah, it's a search warrant, not swatting.
No. Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that.
Look at that cat.
Okay? Yeah,
Fat
this
cat.
cop pulled my arm so far back it dislocated my shoulder.
So okay, this is okay. Everybody's gonna. Well, I assumed as well. Seeing this photo, this is not actually his. This is just a stock photo. I think he did a follow up. It's like, well, I didn't know how to spoon feed people. Like, it's not real. Obviously, everybody would think this is his shoulder. He shouldn't have done it. Should have put like stock on it so that people would know that it's not his. Also, as for other context, apparently he's dislocated his shoulder many times, and he had just recently had an injury where it was gonna be very easy for it to pop out again. So not exactly, because like if you never pop out I've never done it. Then it's very difficult, and that would be a probable cause of like, you know, it was too much force used. So it's not as like bad as like a normal person's shoulder being popped out, right? Or so out of its socket. So it's not good. But would a normal person who wasn't injured like him be able to pop it out easily? I don't know. Maybe it was too much force.
I was attempting to make an escape or something.
I don't think that's, you know, obviously.
Don't move like that. Don't move quick. Everybody just
See, that's
if we go back
silly.
a little bit, you can see I was being completely still when he grabbed me, and I actually made zero
Yeah,
quick movements.
this is
This
obviously
police officer is just straight up lying, so he can give me a serious injury. Yes, the police department got an official
Yeah,
warrant.
like so he can give him a serious injury, which would be a bit serious injury for someone who's never, like, once again, I think it's I don't think he needs to like really ham it up too much or like play into it too much about the elbow thing, because it's like breaking a bone. Like if your arm's already broken, it's like, oh, he broke my bone. It's like, well, technically it was already broken. And like it's like it's not it's bad, but giving them like by like overselling it gives them ammunition. Say, well, you're lying, or something like that photo is like it just gives them ammunition against you
to search our house for stolen Legos.
This is weird.
Josh did threaten me in the last video that if I go out and actually try to sue him, he's gonna come out and say that I'm the one that stole the Legos. Okay, let's do it.
Fuck you, man. You stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
Yeah, you're a fucking thief.
Dang. Okay.
You can shut the fuck up. That's your fucking choice.
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit just to
So
give you guys some
weird.
context, but I actually got a copy of this warrant. The reason they were searching our house was it says there is now certain property or evidence described as any stolen merchandise, specifically Lego merchandise. It's evidence of illegal conduct on us that we stole the Legos.
This is weird. Like,
They're
I don't
looking at
know.
We stole the Legos is why they stormed our house with no evidence. And this is after he's been proven to make up stories about us before. And so now he's just pulling something out of his butt. Oh, they're the ones that stole the Legos. And for whatever reason, the police take him seriously, even
Yeah,
though
I don't.
he's acting like
I
a
think
crazy
it's really
person.
bad.
Anyways, the cops probably felt pretty
Such a
stupid
bad
when they
thing.
searched our entire house and didn't find any stolen Legos. Again, the police illegally redacted this conversation to avoid them looking stupid, but I'm pretty sure that's what they were talking about. But instead of doing what any rational police
think
officer would do and let us
video
go,
came out,
they're
or
sticking to
the
their story
stuff came out
that
for it.
we are the thieves.
This is weird though. Like how did you get to obtain a search warrant for this? Oh, look, the process server's there. I think it's the same person at least. Yeah, like how did they, like all that stuff, like, because it feels like an abuse of power, right? It feels like abuse of power, like getting a search warrant for all this and then arresting them.
Yes. Now the entire
Oh, look, the
group,
process server's there.
we're all on our way to jail.
The one that's not associated with him.
The Except for me. I got taken to an interrogation room so they could find some reason to lock me up for good.
Ben, I'm Detective Nikosha.
Last time, I was able to get released on bail. This time, they're requesting that I be held in jail a month until my court date. But there's honestly nothing for me to hide, so...
He's out on bail, and he's doing... Well, I don't know. No, he didn't do this. What? I mean, the search warrant... I don't know. That's so... Like, what did they even do to, like, for the... Like... Yeah, that's it's just bad. I can't... There's nothing...
With them to show the
I mean, it just looks like abuse
this
of power
whole
at this
thing
point
is
from the
just a
police.
Big misunderstanding.
If you think about it,
Talk and also he's oh man, he's just cops aren't your friends when it comes to this. If you are on the wrong side of it, they're not your friends. Lawyer up and shut up.
Man versus $400 million company. Even though the $400 million company's in the wrong, they're gonna win. You know. I wish we could just send them an email like show up to court this day. That would be so easy for us. But this is how the law works. Like, that's not my fault. Like, I don't make the law. If I made the law, send them an email. And they're like, he doesn't want your papers. You just have to figure out civilly. I'm like, this is the civil method, you know? Like, to do it civilly, you have to serve. They're like, well, then just sue him then. I'm like, that's what we're doing. Like you see how this is a circle. I am very interested in John's story because I think he said,
he didn't have like real life, I guess, experience.
Like a 3-hour search on our car. Obviously no heroin. So I don't know what Josh is telling them that we're doing, but suing him is not working.
He's yapping too much. See, this is where
this GoFundMe.
This is where like he should have been like the guy sitting in the chair trying to get information out from everybody else at the beginning, and like because like he should have like just to figure out more stuff about it and try to get ahead of like all of them and give them enough rope to hang themselves, because right now he's yapping and he's just going to get himself more and more in trouble.
The investigator,
like, even if he doesn't deserve anything like right now, it's just you're giving them evidence.
They wanted to leave the room.
Hang tight here, and then I'll be back with you, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something about me mentioning this GoFundMe really caught his attention.
All right. Good. Well, I'd just like to know more about this, like, GoFundMe. Like I said, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, we were just trying to get, so basically what ended up happening is Ben got arrested, which we were pretty well away, got arrested, and I'm like, all right, I'll take over now, like, I don't want you to get in any more trouble. And he's like, yeah, I can't get in any more trouble, like if you take over, like, that's, you know, that was my decision. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, what other questions do you, like, I guess have, because there's not really, I guess, much else to say in the situation, to be honest. That's just the whole thing that just happened. I mean, I'm honestly, like, kind of shocked to be arrested at this point.
Yeah, this is kind of weird.
Yeah, this is definitely...
I think a lot of people, well, maybe, I don't know. I'd be like, why were you arrested?
Very strange thing to be getting interrogated about.
Okay, where's the search warrant? What was I arrested for?
Considering from my angle and the evidence...
Let me go. Like, I was arrested for what? For like, well, like for stealing Legos? Like, no? Like, okay. So you say I was arrested for stealing Legos. What Legos? Did you find any Legos that I was in possession of that I shouldn't have been? Like, what did you find? Like, what? Like, the search warrant was a search warrant. Yeah, am I free to, like, it's like, I that's why I'm like, what the hell did they even arrest him for? I guess they can hold him for questioning for a bit, but like, I guess maybe they have, based on the search warrant, they could arrest him.
But I guess the detective didn't get what he was looking for, so he decided to interview the rest of the group.
Sounded like a great project to me. I was like, okay, like it's for a good cause.
He's just down in the lobby.
And for some reason, he was trying to get all of them to admit
the guy's like,
that the GoFundMe was my idea.
Hello. Obviously, Ben was behind.
Oh, look, the process server.
GoFundMe idea as well.
It's not related to him.
Whose idea that was, because I kind of just started. I think
But he was supportive of it as his channel, right? He said, oh yeah, let's do this for the channel. From my understanding. Was that kind of your idea?
All of them shouldn't be talking about. I don't know whether he's really focused on the GoFundMe. Very weird.
GoFundMe and all that.
But I wasn't afraid to admit that I actually made the GoFundMe for Brian because a GoFundMe is a safe, legal way to raise money for a family if they got all their stuff stolen. I should be risking nothing by admitting this.
Basically, the police told me, do not take this man to court or else you'll get arrested. And so I was like, just thinking, and we're like, let's do a GoFundMe, you know? And that was our solution.
I think he's got he's got a YouTuber brain and he's too good natured, because he should have just shut up and said, lawyer. Like, I need my lawyer present before I answer questions. Although the rest of the people would have, yeah, too.
We're gonna book you back into the jail.
For what?
Okay. The creation of the GoFundMe, right? We're blasting this person all over, saying, "Hey, he's."
So creating the GoFundMe was illegal.
When I asked the detective,
I don't know. Like, it could be. I didn't see the GoFundMe. If the GoFundMe, well, is how do you know if it's defamatory? I guess. But like, yeah, I don't know how it'd be for
probable cause to send me to jail. This was his response.
A lot of this stuff you may have to just get an attorney and fight it in the criminal side of court, right? Yep. Yeah, go ahead and stand up. I got an officer right here that's gonna. He has cuffs
Also,
on.
like, I guess did he already pop his elbow or his shoulder back in? Once again, that he shouldn't have played it up so much if it was so easily put back in. I guess just because it gives them everybody else it gives bad people ammo to be like, oh well, he's actually lying about this or something, right?
Yeah.
We'll also be able to hear Josh's side of the story because I think he's said a lot of lies to you guys.
It'll be, and I never talked to Josh, but
Why are
it'll be
you-
documented in the report as
Shit,
well.
weird questions.
The detective was lying.
He's like a
The
puppy
police
dog.
have illegally redacted every single claim Josh has made
He's
about me.
outside?
And when I finally
Oh,
go to
he's
court,
being
I'm going to
booked
be
in.
completely blind to what I'm even being charged for.
Right.
The worst
This
part
is weird.
Is that the
like, what is he being
police
charged
officers took
for?
away my bail, so now I have to wait a month in jail.
Does he? Did he? No? Released?
However, I ended up getting extremely lucky. When a judge ended up reviewing this arrest, they thought the whole thing was so stupid and ended up releasing me on bail. So now,
okay.
at least I'm a free man until my court case.
But it's like, what was he arrested for? Like, where's that? Like, you should have information.
Josh stole the Legos in our GoFundMe. So if you say who the thief is, then that is illegal for us to do that.
See, I don't know if like when it comes to defamation, if that was like a maybe. Technically, like as it comes out later, that like he didn't really steal $200,000.
Now,
Still like missing
I
10
just
to
have wait for
20,000,
court.
but
And honestly, I'm not excited. My entire life, I was taught.
Please
if
tell me
you
he gets a
steal from
lawyer at some
people,
point.
You get in trouble, and if you help people, you get rewarded. But I guess I
but
was
you have
just
to do it
taught a lie.
the right way.
By me trying to help and do the right
No,
thing.
no, you have to do
all
it
I
the
did was
right
just screw
way.
everything up and get all of my friends in trouble. I couldn't fix anything, and now with all the charges I got in this video,
Do it the
I'm looking at
right
at
way. I
least
mean,
5
luckily
years
he's got
in
the
jail.
public on his side, but
I finally accept my fate.
I think
I
everybody's
failed.
gonna have a little trouble.
Now it's time to go home. But before I made it home, one of my roommates called me saying that a police officer just showed up to our house.
So it rings the doorbell.
Oh, right,
and,
this thing.
He's like, is Mr. Snyder here? I was like, why? I was like, can I deliver a message for you? He's like,
Is he? This is the California one?
deliver a message. He said it just like that. And he was like, just tell him he has a warrant for his arrest. Like,
So he
thought
knows
was
he has
in
a
an
warrant?
action movie type walk off, and that was his like end scene line.
If I had to guess, I'd say that Bricks and Minifigs has seen that I am a free man, and they can't have me actively working on my lawsuit against them.
And,
considering
you know.
how many lies Bricks and Minifigs has made about me in this video.
Like,
I stole the Legos?
American Park Police Department, make yourself known. Included in the warrant are Legos.
I can only imagine of what I'm being accused of doing now, so immediately I called the Utah Police Department to see what my warrant was for.
Someone showed up at my house.
So he knows he has a
today
warrant.
saying that there was a warrant out for my arrest.
The only thing the police department can
bail?
tell me is that I do have a warrant, but this time the judge approved it that I will have no bail. And
Oh.
I'm now a physical threat to Josh, the person the police are protecting. So basically, at any moment
mean-
now, I could be
technically he's the one who keeps on going to their property over and over and over and over again. So like, I can see it a little
arrested
bit.
without bail for some mystery crime. There really is only one thing that I can do now.
Well, I'm in Mexico.
So, which he just discusses later. So he knows he has a warrant out for his arrest, and he leaves the country, which is a felony from his own admission later. Once again, he needs to talk to a freaking lawyer and have them like run things by him. He needs someone on retainer so he can run the things by him, because later on he's like, "Oh, I was just a joke. I'm actually not there. This is just a felony, and like just because you're on the right side doesn't mean you could do bad like things legally or accidentally or whatever, right?"
The American police have no authority here.
It's so bad.
Can you alert us on that?
But at this moment, I realized what I had to do. Bricks and Minifigs thinks they can just bully anyone who tries to stop them in committing their crimes. And what's the only way to stop a bully? To stand up to them.
And also, like, it's just so bad, because if that is true, then it's like he admits that he knows his warrant. He knows that they can't you can't reach me here and stuff like that. And then
Me posting this picture online once got the city this upset where they had to arrest me. Just think about how upset they'd be if thousands of people started wearing it.
Which is why the picture that got me arrested, I'm putting that picture on a shirt.
And you can buy this merch at
ironically, though, it's like deep fake because of the face, right? using his likeness, and then also technically maybe not life-saving. I don't know. It's exaggerated
All
stuff,
the law
right?
enforcement that's protecting bricks and minifigs is going to be pissed. But there's nothing they can do because I'm in Mexico.
Anyways, part 3 is now live on my Patreon at patreon.com/recklessben.
Also,
I don't think part 3
Patreon,
actually
you'll find
comes
tons of
out
behind-the-scenes
because they
content, plus the movie I made that all the
'cause
streaming
the
services
lawsuit?
rejected once they saw how gnarly it was. And all of the money I make goes directly towards trying to fight bricks and minifigs so they stop doing bad things to people. Also, make sure to donate to the GoFundMe we set up for Brian. I'm not really sure if I'm allowed to promote this. I mean, I got arrested just for creating this thing, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Everyone donate to this GoFundMe. I'm in Mexico now. Police can't do anything to me here.
Technically a felony, I guess. So he is definitely reckless, even if he's on the right side of what he thinks morally. He's gonna get in more trouble this way. And the internet may love you, but yeah, if you see jail time because of this, it's like this is his fault. Because like at the end of the day, it's like, do you want people to copy someone doing something morally right, but then do illegal things in the process of it? You don't. So he may see some jail time to this. I mean, like, it reminds me of like cart narcs, the guys that would go around harass people who don't put up carts. And yeah, like absolutely, you need to put out your carts, but like, come on, you don't like you're harassing people in the process, even though they need to do it. The store doesn't want you to do it because it's going to, don't want any customers to not come because of it. They should do it, but they don't. And, technically everybody agrees that you should, but you're still harassing people at the end of the day and doing things that, may or may not be illegal. Same thing for this. It's like, just, you need to do the right things. He needs to talk to a lawyer about a lot of this stuff. Although it looks like, I mean, some of the stuff the cops did, like I heard people saying, oh, technically that's a stop. I think that they may get around that, although there may have other issues of like, were you actually following him, waiting for him to mess up to pull him over, which is, I've heard other people talk about, not good. And then like like what was the warrant for? I think it was like the Airbnb's owner overheard them talking about Legos and stuff like that. And I think it also turns out like they know the Airbnb guy. So they may be looking to try to like get something on him, which is bad, obviously. And like part of it's like, I don't blame JJ and BB for like being reacting this way to like this guy, even though if they did steal stuff like that. Yes, it's bad, but like some of their actions are like, oh, the lying to the police would not be an action that's like good at any step of the way. Like he's just too damn reckless for his own damn good. All right, well, I think like Coffeezilla will be next, maybe, or something. That one's also a long one. We're under an hour. Let me know what your thoughts down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.